Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Acupuncture is My Life. Now, in this episode, I want to discuss certain ways in which you can tell that your brain is actually aging faster than you are. Now, I know many of you right now are raising your eyebrows, putting on that weird look on your face like, what? How can that be? But yes. I mean, I know tons of people who do certain things to keep themselves looking youthful. But yet, at the same time, their brain is aging faster than they are. And this even pertains to individuals that aren't doing anything, to enhance their beauty or sip on that fountain of youth, i.e. cosmetic surgery or what have you. But you may feel that you're at a decent pace and expect that your level of cognition is there as well. And in some cases it's not. Because we all expect that dreadful cognitive decline as we age. Whereas comprehension skills, memory and reasoning start to regress. Especially, there are a lot of us that know or feel that when we get around 85, whoa, that's scary. No, that would be awesome. But we know that when we get around 45 years of age, or we expect that when we get around that age, things start to slide downward. And in a lot of cases, that happens before 45 years of age. But many see 45 being that natural age or natural part of aging where we endure some level of decline in our cognitive capabilities. But the purpose of this podcast is to discuss particular red flags that should set off your radar that your cognitive decline is coming on too fast and much earlier than you thought. And you see, if you notice any of these signs or symptoms, you need to be looking to see an acupuncturist right away. You need to see an acupuncturist right away. Because as we age, certain parts of our brain does shrink. And there tends to be fewer connections between brain cells, as well as other issues like microvascular disease or another disease of cognitive function would begin to make itself obvious. But now, again, if cognitive decline you feel is happening too early, too quick, and at such a great degree than you'd expect it means that there could possibly be some underlying issue that needs to be addressed, which again is why I say you have to make acupuncture a part of your life. Because you may simply need to undergo an Eastern nutrition consultation session, or you may need acupuncture treatment, more qigong session. If you ever need a consultation session with Acupuncture is My Life, just go to acupunctureismylife.com and click on the telehealth tab and schedule yourself a consultation session. But other than that, well, not even other than that. If you even feel it, your brain is shrinking, aging. I won't say shrinking, but aging faster than you'd expect it. Set up a consultation session with Acupuncture is My Life. We can talk further about that. But I'm just going to give you like some key symptoms of many to really, really, really look out for. Starting with if you feel you're losing your sense of balance. Now, I've seen people, and I'm not even so much as in the Acupuncture is My Life clinic here in New York City, but just in general, when I'm out and about at a restaurant, supermarket, wherever, I've seen people stumble, bump into walls, lean against walls, push off to, straighten themselves up again, and they're not intoxicated. But that's a key symptom, because flexibility and strength are two crucial parts of balance. And both of them are required for you or your body to remain upright. And you see, there are studies out there that do show that balance begins to diminish once you get around the age of 50. Some cases, it can be due to reduced muscle mass. But losing your sense of balance can also be a red flag that something is wrong with your brain. You don't want to just ignore that and feel, I'm getting old, or it'll correct itself. No, take your ass to an acupuncturist right away. All right? But along with that, let's say, what about if you're losing or you're having issues with movement and you notice that you're losing your sense of coordination? Bam! It's another red flag that something may be wrong with your brain. And acupuncture should know how to address that. Because we would look for deficiency patterns in certain meridians that reflect the brain or have the biggest impact on the brain. Like there's even a point on the kidney meridian that's great for dementia. But I'm not going to really get into that. If you want me to discuss it further, set up a consultation session with me. But outside of that, an acupuncturist will look as to where the deficiency pattern lies and look to nourish it and correct it and get you back on pace to where you should be. But if you're having issues, let's say with movement and losing your sense of coordination, you have to be mindful of your ability to have control over your own movement, or even be able to perform fine movement. And if you don't have that ability to control your movement or the ability to perform fine movement, these are red flags. But some of the typical early red flags of dementia tend to include challenges with coordination, along with recognition, disorientation, memory issues, decline in communication skills. Okay? Because, seeing an acupuncturist, seeing an acupuncturist, we're fully aware that health is wealth. We know this. We know it's not in your pocket or your wallet or your purse. We know the wealth is not under your mattress or under your doghouse in the backyard. Some people like to hide a lot of money under the doghouse, figuring if someone comes to rob them, they won't think to look under the doghouse, and if they do, they'll dearly regret it. But the wealth is also not in your bank account or retirement account, investment account. We understand that the wealth is in you. Okay? But another key sign can be, let's say, forgetting words or experiencing memory loss. Now, as we age, it is natural to forget a few words every now and then. But the key here is if you sense this is occurring more frequently than it should, this is a sign that your body's trying to tell you something's wrong. Now, it's also common to forget some things from the past here and there. But if you find that you're losing your long-term memory or you're unable to form short-term memories, this again is a sign that there may be something going on with your brain. All right? And what about the fact that you may be finding it more and more difficult to do daily tasks? And you know, many individuals find it hard to get motivated to do tasks and finish them. But here I'm talking about tasks such as, let's say, keeping your checkbook in balance, or completing your taxes, or paying your bills seem to be more troublesome or laborsome and challenging than it normally is. That can be a problem. See an acupuncturist. As a matter of fact, you know what? If you're lifting something heavy right now, do me a favor and rest it down. I don't care if you're in a gym or you're moving things around in your house, or you're moving things at work, or it's part of your job. Rest it down for a brief second. And if you're crossing the street, I need you to hurry up and safely get across the street. And if you're operating a vehicle, pull it over the side of the road if it has wheels. If it has wings or propellers, land it at your nearest airport. Because I need you to close your eyes right now. And I need you to say to yourself, acupuncture is my life. And now open them. Boom. You are now brand new. And brand new you are. But you know what else? You know another point I want you to really think about. Take notice of. Like, how often are you dealing with mood swings? Which is another important function of the brain. And that's to basically experience and regulate your mood. It's an important function of your brain. Because your everyday life and overall can bring on mood swings. But the key here is you have to be as aware as possible if you suddenly experience changes in the way in which you feel and act. Because unexplained mood changes can be a telltale sign that you need to see an acupuncturist. That you need to make acupuncture a part of your life. Because acupuncture is my life. What's yours?